Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast. I am one of the hosts this afternoon, Michael, followed by other host, Kat.
Hello.
And other host, Sage.
Hi.
And it is Anime Club.
Sure is.
Woohoo.
And it is also almost our 3rd year anniversary.
Almost.
By one episode. Kat said she's going to provide party hats, so if we don't have party hats in the next episode, blame Kat.
I didn't say I was going to provide them at all.
I just said, can we have them?
Yeah, and I said, if you want them, you got to provide them. So it's on Kat if we have them.
They're very expensive for some fucking reason.
They don't have them at like Party City.
Well, I didn't go to a
Dollar
store.
Tree?
I was looking on Amazon. You know,
How
the easiest fucking
expensive
way.
could they
But
be?
Jeff Bezos said, let them be expensive for
How
some
much?
fucking reason. They're all like $15 for some
one?
reason. No, for like a pack of 6 or something. And I'm like, I'm not paying $15 for like a pack of 6 fucking party hats that we'll use for a tiny bit.
Yeah,
like,
that's
and
stupid.
never again. Because like, at least if they were kind of reusable, like maybe. But they're like the paper ones that will
what a
melt.
scam.
Like, yeah. So I was like,
You
no.
got a party, well, either way, it is on Kat to figure that out. So if we don't have them tomorrow, next week, it's all on Kat.
Okay.
Anyway, Konosuba, Sage's pick.
Yeah.
You go.
Konosuba. The way this was described to me was like an adventure game or like whatever you call them, but your entire squad is complete idiots.
Do you mean like an RPG?
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
I was like, what do you mean? I was trying to figure out what you meant by that.
Yeah, but your entire like group that like is there to like help you along your quests or whatever are completely useless and stupid.
Yes.
Yep.
Isekai into an RPG.
Yeah.
And all of your teammates
Suck.
are losers.
Yeah. So that's how it was described to me, and I knew I always wanted to watch it because I've seen like a bunch of stuff about it, but I never watched it. And I was like, you know what? We just watched One Piece, and that was really long. So let me do something short. I kind of wish I had told us to do seasons 1 and 2.
I said it wasn't
Both
too
of us
late.
said it.
I know.
Said it wasn't too
But I
late.
was also like, let's do something super short just to make our lives easy.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm regretting my choices. But no, it was great. I really enjoyed it. Am I supposed to give like a recap of what the show's about?
Yep.
Kind of did.
But you kind of did, I guess.
Okay, great.
But kind of. But yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you already
It's like
did.
so short that
Yeah.
like, that's it.
Yeah, all right. Well, then we could go to the general,
Yeah, sure.
which starts with Kat.
Okay, my general thoughts. So I had already seen Konosuba.
Same.
I saw Konosuba. I feel like my first year of watching anime. I did rewatch it. I was debating whether or not I would because not that much happens.
It's not
it.
exactly a plot-heavy
Exactly.
show.
That I was just
Sure
like,
isn't.
yeah, I was just like, do I need to rewatch it?
I remembered a good amount of the bits, but not specifics.
Yeah, but like I had time and I was just like, yeah, like sure, why not? I'll rewatch it. And I'm glad that I did because I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I did then. I think it meant more to me now after seeing like a lot more anime. Yeah.
So you get more of like the bits.
Yeah, like I think it just like meant more. So like I actually ended up enjoying it more than I did then because I liked it when I first saw it, but I the whole time that I was watching it like this time I was like, this is great. It's just like this is really great. I'm like I'm really glad I decided to rewatch this. But yeah, it's a really fun show. Very good bits. They execute it well. I'm trying to think of like what can you say without spoilers. That's kind of general.
Yeah, I mean, I also just I quite enjoy my rewatch. Plus, it's just such a quick
Yeah.
like watch through.
It feels quick too.
Yeah. Just great visual gags, great like background audio gags. There's one bit that's just like you could barely tell it's happening, but just like one of the characters is staring at another, and the entire time the screen is on them, just very quietly in the background, it's that one character going, stare. And it's like a 2-minute scene, and it's just like nothing really happening, but this character just staring and saying stare the whole time until it cuts. Like, and then there's just great, like, you know, every time a scene will cut from like one to another thing, there'll be like new characters standing there sexily.
Yeah.
Like, and that's it. And then it cuts back, and then it cuts back, and it's new characters. Like, there's so many great, like, just bits that really just keep it really fun. And then like even when it gets like weird, it's immediately followed up by another thing that'll make you laugh, and you're like, oh, that's why it was weird, because to pay off for this bit. So yeah, it's just really fun, and all the characters are like likable and how much you can hate them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, and the dub's great. I think the dub is extremely great.
I agree. I didn't even entertain the sub because I was like, depending on how I feel about the dub, I'll switch over. But I ended up enjoying the dub so much that I was like, I don't even need to hear this sub.
There's like a great bit with every time someone says Kazuma, he just goes, "That's still my name."
Yeah.
Like, yep, that's me. Which makes me laugh almost every time. I don't know why. I think it's just the cadence in which the voice actor says it.
Yeah, he just says it in this very like matter of fact, like flat tone every time, and it works.
And the facial expressions are peak.
Mm-hmm.
I think this show is just so like high energy, balls to the walls, like the entire time. And I like that because it's a show that you don't go into it being like, ooh, drama, character development.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's just there for fun, like great comedy, like nice explosions.
And the great bit is like, because they don't use a lot of their budget in like the regular life.
Yeah.
The random bits that they decide to make super high budget.
Yeah.
Like there's a point where Cosmo's just doing like this weird fucking finger thing.
Oh,
and it is so detailed.
I
like,
hate the fucking finger thing.
And it's like the stupidest thing to make so detailed.
Yeah.
And then there's obviously Megumin's explosion.
Yeah.
Which is just always the like most money spent ever.
Even like when Aqua, she's like casting spells, they go through this like extremely long-winded thing with the staff, and it just looks so good.
Yeah.
And then either is something like, wow, that's a great display of power, or like pitiful nothing.
Yeah. And then of course,
I just love nature's beauty.
Yeah.
Nature's beauty.
And the amount of times that they just also blow their budget on stupid fan service.
Yes.
Just someone walking with big tits. Boy, are they defying physics with how much they bounce. Yeah.
They know what to prioritize.
It's true. I guess we could just go to spoilers from here.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good summary of thoughts and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, if any of that sounded good to you, go fucking watch it. Spoilers from here on out.
So in the like first episode, where it's like, oh, I'm just a guy, and I play video games and I just kind of stay home, but I'm leaving my room today to go get this like limited edition game package. And the way he dies, at first I was like, oh, he saved the girl. That's so nice. No, absolutely the fuck not.
It's
ran over
absolutely
by
brutal.
a tractor.
Didn't even get run over by a tractor.
Died of shock.
Yeah, he had shocked,
And
pissed
then he
himself,
pissed
then
himself.
died in the hospital as everyone was making fun
The
of him.
nurses laughed at you. Your parents laughed at you.
Yeah. Aqua's laughing at him. Just laughing at him.
And then he gets revenge because he's like, anyway, you're coming with me. And
She's like, I can pick anything.
But she truly gets revenge on him because she's useless.
She's the
my
worst.
God.
Aqua sucks. Don't you have a friend that Aqua's their favorite? I can't believe it.
But when I was Megami, actually Union's my favorite. I love Union so much.
She just wants friends.
Yeah, she's adorable. I love Union so much. I'm upset that I came here straight from work because I have so many Konosuba figures. So I wish that I could have just
displayed them.
Yeah,
we
And
got
it's-
one.
Yeah, anytime I think about Union,
Yeah.
I just think of the scene with Megumin being like, why are your
Yeah,
tits
they're
so big? She's just like slapping the shit.
But she's just like, you know me.
You looked at me. Don't think like you didn't ignore me.
So cute. But what's it called? When they're fucking playing. Well, actually, I don't know if I get it because I went straight into season 2, so I don't know.
Oh, did you just watch season 2?
Yeah, I'm like blurring the lines of like where was the strip rock paper scissors.
Yes, that was in season. Well, technically, that's the OVA. That's the 11th episode.
Oh, okay. So are we talking?
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that
I mean,
in
we
this?
said
Okay.
season 1, and in Crunchyroll, at least it keeps it in season
Oh,
1.
okay.
So.
When they're just like that.
Oh, I watched it on Netflix and it was only 10.
No.
She didn't watch the. All right, we're not talking about the OVA.
No.
Why did you watch it on Netflix?
Because when I was looking up where it was available,
Sage doesn't have a profile on Crunchyroll.
I was like, you have my Crunchyroll.
because whenever it's available on not Crunchyroll, I prefer to not watch it on Crunchyroll because I don't like their like it's not like good binging.
That's such a
setup.
good episode.
It is. It is a great episode.
And
So
I feel
funny.
like if I ever want to watch like something on my phone or like tablet, I feel like Crunchyroll works really poorly on apps.
We should stop the episode, go watch it, come back.
But anyway, yeah, sorry, I only watched it.
All right, guess we're only talking about episodes 1 through 10.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Anyways,
Wait, so you never even met Union?
No. I was like, did I miss something? I don't remember this character at all.
Never even met her.
Sorry.
she's the best. I love her.
Next, Wiz rocks though. You've met Wiz,
Yeah.
Union is Megumin's rival.
Oh, okay.
self-proclaimed.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. But when but if I was just picking from like the 3, it was Megumin. But actually, in this rewatch, I actually really liked Aqua. Like, I just really thought that she was adorable. Like, she's actually
Fucking hate Aqua.
So
She's such a piece of shit.
she's so cute. Like,
She's just such a like huge
love her.
crybaby, and I love
know,
it.
but she's so
This
cute.
Aqua is me if I was in this situation.
Right? Like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I
Purify
really
water,
can't fucking
purify water, purify water.
I would be
Like,
so not
useless.
helpful.
Yes, I was like, I can't fucking do anything. And she's useful sometimes. Like, she
Yeah.
does shit. Like,
Sometimes.
yeah, I was just like,
When-
no,
when-
I actually really enjoyed her
When
during
she
this
when she
rewatch.
puts the barrier on the graveyard and then has to solve another problem that
he's
she
like,
caused.
You know why we can't take this reward.
Yeah.
She's like, I know.
This few times Cosmo is like every now and then when Cosmo's actually a good person.
Yeah.
But like that, and then you have just the screaming purify water that she's like, this cage is my safety until
I
until
can
he's like,
never leave
yeah.
this cage again.
Until
When
she's like,
she's
oh
singing
wait, I'm a
that
goddess.
They're like, stop singing that weird song. People are staring. Like, it's so good.
Oh, I love the constant bit of like at first where they're trying to like get the big frogs, and then every
Always
time
the
they
legs hanging out of the frog.
but then every time they come into town and they're like talking about the experience they had it, but make it sound as bad as possible, and the people in the town are whispering like, "Oh my god, did you hear about this? Oh my
Yeah.
god."
Like,
yeah.
he's doing these horrible things
to the woman and that child,
yeah.
because
Oh,
she
yeah,
is a
wait.
child.
Oh yeah. So how old is Megumin compared to the other?
Megumin is either 13 or 14.
And then how old is everybody else?
I think like 17 and up.
That's how I read it.
Well, I mean, they said she's a kid, so.
Right, but I mean, like, I feel like Darkness is probably the oldest of the bunch.
Yeah, she seemed to.
Darkness is 19. Apparently Megumin's 15. I totally thought she was 14. I mean, Aqua's a goddess, so.
Unknown age.
Yeah, and Cosmo is 16. It says previously 20. What?
So he's only 1 year older than
Hold
her,
on,
but
I'm
she's
gonna
referred to as a child, and he's not.
I guess because she's like,
And he can drink, and she can't.
Well,
Kind of weird.
drinking age is still not 15.
In some places,
but in
it
the
is.
imaginary world they're in, it could be.
But it
Well,
isn't.
it's not because they specifically said it wasn't. Because they said
Maybe
she
the
couldn't
drinking
have
age
it.
is 16.
I guess so. Like it must be.
It's like
because-
Europe.
Yeah, because he was drinking.
17.
So-
Aqua's, whatever. Darkness is 19. Megumin's 15. Union is 13.
She's younger.
This feels odd.
That does feel odd.
I'm gonna keep looking, but let's keep talking.
Okay.
Oh, and also the bit with Aqua where when she's like, I'm level 20 now, I'm the highest level, and he's looking at her stats, and she's like,
And
Oh my
then
god,
there's
the
this
intelligence
And he's like-
never goes
he's
up.
like, oh, her stats will never change,
Yeah.
and he just walks up and goes, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, and walks away. She's like, wait, why do you look like you're so disappointed? What happened? She's like, she'll be dumb forever.
She'll never get smarter.
And when she gets her card, and the lady's like, well, your intelligence is below average, but everything else is really good.
Yeah, she's
Your,
like, you
your
could
luck
be,
and
yeah,
intelligence.
she's like, you could be anything.
Yeah,
but-
your luck and
yeah.
intelligence are both
Whatever.
awful.
Yeah.
And apparently, for whatever reason, because Cosmo's luck is so high, that just means he steals panties.
Yeah.
High luck means underwear only
Also, I love like the
for women.
the montage of them like doing like work in, I think, like episode 1 or 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then the montage is going on like a little too long, and then Cosmo's just like, wait a second, that's not why I came here.
I didn't come here for day labor. We're supposed to kill the Devil King. Just, like, they're fucking doing that, and then they're just doing the work, and then they're just throwing up rainbows after they're drinking.
I also love both Megumin and Darkness. They're like, I'd love to join your squad. These are my skills. And they're like, oh, if you're so great, why aren't you in someone else's squad already? They're like,
something feels off.
but these are my skills. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Megumin, she can only do it once a day. Darkness can't hit a single target.
Nope. But the heart's there.
The heart is there.
The heart is there.
The heart to defend is there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the heart. Literally, that's Cosmo's joke every time when the fucking spider walking fortress is coming and she's standing there and she's like, you dare question my methods to, like, that I would ever put, you know, my own feelings over my duty? And he's like, yeah, you're doing it right now. And she's like,
absolutely.
she's like, well, shut up. And the entire time when she's like, I want to join your party. What was the slime they were covered? He's like, yeah, she's definitely fucking weird. All right, I got to get out of here. No, sorry, we can't.
He's like, she's even weirder than the other two.
Yeah. And then she's like, anyway, can I? No. And she's like, she's just a masochist.
Yeah.
And that's that, you know, I guess that makes for a great tank.
Yep.
It totally makes sense.
Sure does.
Do we ever see Aqua heal anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, she revives him twice.
Oh, yeah,
you
right.
also see her reviving lots of people,
Yeah.
like, in the town.
Gotcha.
And she's just
Also,
like,
he
"This
shouldn't.
is
He
I
should
love
have.
really
during that
easy for
revival
me."
when it's like, oh, you can like be reborn into Japan again.
He
Start
should.
over.
Oh, yeah.
He absolutely should have just
You
been like,
tell
yeah.
You tell her that I'm going to tell everybody that she stuffed her bra. She doesn't let you come back.
And-
She's like, go. Like,
And
it's
the rest
fine.
of that conversation after he hears that is her just going, really? You stuff your bra?
Yeah.
Every single point when he says anything
like-
in the afterlife, he's just talking about that.
He's like, no, I'm okay with stuffing. Like,
yeah.
that's fine to
It
me.
doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
And she's just like, all right, you can go. And he's like, stuffed? Really?
She's like reciting the thing to send him back, and he's just having this conversation. Like, it's so good. It's just so good.
You think you're so great because everyone here worships you and there's currency named after you?
Yeah, like they're all. It's just so good that all of these conversations are just happening at the same time. But if you just like
So
pay atten-
chaotic.
Yeah.
yes, but they're
And-
all so good.
When Wiz finds out that the Aqua's the goddess, and she's like, your sector full of fucking maniacs. That's the god of them? And Aqua's like, what do you mean? It's just because all of Aqua's followers are fucking insane. And that's why, like, and every time she's like, I'm the goddess Aqua. And everyone's like, you shouldn't. Are you drunk already? You
Don't
shouldn't.
announce
Oh, yeah,
that.
You shouldn't pretend to be a god.
the fucking like priest at the beginning that like gives her money out of pity.
Oh
But
my
it's-
god!
But
And
it's
she's
like,
like,
you shouldn't
I
pretend to be like a goddess, but like here's the
He
money
gave me
you
money,
need anyways.
and he's worships my lesser.
yeah, my underling or
yeah,
whatever
just
it was.
the absolute like mental breakdown with the
Yeah.
coin pouch.
But she was like, but I got it.
I got us some dollars.
Yeah, again, the jokes are just nonstop and incredible. Like Megumin when she first shows up and he's like, "What's with the eye patch?" She's like, "It's to control my unbelievable." But he just grabs it and throws it. And she's like, "All right, I lied."
Okay, I just wear it because it looks cool.
He's like, "Please don't break it, don't break it." He just lets go and snaps her. She's like, "Ow!" He's such a dick,
Yeah.
but in like the best way.
He's such a dick, but also like his squad is so truly incompetent that like he has to keep them in line in some way.
But yet they're still the most competent
Group.
Yeah,
But
to,
also
like,
I thought
help everybody.
I thought it was really funny. I think this is in like the 9th episode when the spider is there. And all the like other adventurers of the town, they're like, oh, like, wow, Darkness, she's so committed to the cause. She really like helped me reinvigorate my like, you know, desires to be an adventurer. And it's just flashing of like the succubus like tavern.
Yes. They're like, I gotta keep going. This town did everything for me, and it just
I gotta
literally-
protect it.
And it's literally just showing the succubus thing. I think it shows it like 3 or 4
it's
times.
so funny.
Yeah.
Also,
The one guy like is waving the coupon that he has like for them.
Yeah. And that whole succubus thing,
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
When they like capture her and he's like, get out of here. And she's like, no, I can't. Like, it was my
Save
fault.
yourself.
I didn't see the seal. If I wasn't such a like a newbie, like
if I had
it's my
known
fault.
better.
Yeah.
And then just like when afterwards when she's like yeah, I'm just saying I didn't remember anything and I was under the spell, and then Darkness keeps like saying shit and he's like, oh, look, the sign was on the door, the light lanterns
that
were lit.
wasn't my
Yeah,
fault.
you walked in, you knew I was in there. And she's like, you do remember. And he just starts going back to sleeping.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't you ignore me.
Yeah.
Also, I think when they first go to that castle to like purify the spirits in it, and they like it's so haunted and creepy, but they both really need to go to the bathroom. And they're getting chased by like the horde of dolls.
And he just breaks into her going to the bathroom. He's like, we're going, we're leaving, bye.
She's like, no, you left my pants.
And he steals Megumin's panties, what, twice?
I think
No,
hers once, and then somebody else's. Oh, the
Yeah.
one, the thief that
Chris.
taught him.
Chris.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That taught him
then
steal.
when they come back, and they're just like, yeah, and then he was like, then he not only did he make me give him back his money, he also made me pay for how much the panties were
He-
worth. And if
he
I didn't
asked-
pay them enough what he thought they were
He
worth,
asked me what I thought it was worth.
and if he didn't, he was going to put them up as a trophy in his wall.
Oh my god.
And he's like, well, I mean, that's true, but stop talking.
When he's on fucking trial and like all of the girls keep coming up and like saying these different things about like how horrible it was.
I think that might be season 2.
Sorry.
God damn it.
Because I don't remember. Because I don't
I
remember
was
that
gonna
as
say
much.
I don't
So
think that happened in season 1.
So good. God damn it. Yeah, it must be season 2
yeah,
then.
it is. Or when he's like, when they're dealing with the fucking spider thing and they're like in the room and Wiz is like, I need to suck you. And he's like, yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Whatever you have, whatever that entails.
I am here to help.
Just immediately just fucks him over.
Will you let me suck me? Absolutely.
And then afterwards, he was like, "Oh, that was horrible."
And she's like, I can't like teleport unless I do a random teleport. He's like, it's fine. I have a high luck stat. It'll be fine. Do it. And he's like, all right, well, problem solved. We did it.
Oh no, there's too much heat. It's still gonna blow. What was the point of that then?
It just, you Kazuma? Yeah. Yeah, you were you the one that sanctioned a teleport? Uh-huh. Yeah, well, you teleported it into the king's like vacation home and blew it up. You're going to have to pay for that. We're arresting you.
I love every single mission that they achieve is either not
Somehow fucked up.
not enough money to be like,
Yeah.
oh, we're rich now.
We're in debt somehow.
Or
have to pay something
they cause
back.
such massive
Yeah.
destruction, they go right back into debt.
Defeats the warden general, but they broke the wall doing
Yeah.
it. So they were supposed to make 300 million Eris, but
But
the
the
wall
repairs
cost
was like
340 million.
Yeah.
And then what else is there? There's the when they go and purify the lake, but the cage
was
was
the guy.
200,000.
That was the guy. So she had the guy pay back the cage. So that one didn't count.
Well, yes, but
And she made him pay even more.
Yeah.
She lied about how much the cage
Oh my god! And then he sold the sword.
he's like, "Can I get my
And then
sword
him
back, please?"
Continuously being like, "Oh fuck, he's supposed to be the best hero here, and
I
I,
know, when
sold
they-
his sword."
They kept talking about it, being like, oh, whatever the fuck his name
Kyoya?
was. Yeah, being like, oh, when
He would know
gets
what to
here-
do.
Yeah, when he gets here, and then they just be like, oh,
He's just
shit.
sweating bullets.
Yeah, like, and it just
They go-
never comes.
And he's like, "Can I just get my sword back?" And he's like, "What?" And then
I
he's like,
sold it.
and he's like, "Yeah, he sold it." And he looks over him and then looks down at the money bag and he's like, "I didn't even get that much money for it either." And he just fucking runs away. Or the amount of like when they're going to the castle to blow up the castle every
Oh.
day. Every single day.
Who keeps coming to my castle and blowing it up?
It's
Like-
just rude.
Just like, we stopped. And then she's like, I've been going back anyways.
couldn't help myself.
I couldn't satisfy my crave anymore. It's like I had to keep doing.
He's like,
it
"What
on
are you
the castle."
getting off on this?"
Yeah. Just like, who's been carrying you? It's just Aqua's just been carrying her.
And he's like, oh no.
It's just like, just if you want to fight me, at least come say you want to fight me. He's like, just blowing up my home day after day. He's like, kind of a nice guy.
No, he wasn't. He was a creep.
He
would
was.
roll his
Until,
head
all right,
and look
until
under-
that, he was kind of a nice guy until that's revealed.
It was just that he didn't think that they were worth it to go kill them all.
Yeah.
That was it. He's not a nice guy.
Because the explosion also wasn't really doing anything to
Yeah.
him. And
It's just
then
loud.
yeah, and then he's just and then,
Bothersome.
Yeah.
and he
It was
puts
just
it on
annoying.
dark, puts the death curse on darkness, and Aqua immediately just
She's like,
undoes it, and he's like, "You haven't even come to be like."
to mourn her,
Yeah.
to remove it.
And,
like,
darkness just shows up like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And he's like,
You're
"Ah,"
alive?
yeah. And then yeah, he rolls his head under Wiz's dress.
Yeah.
Every day.
Wiz just ends up being one of the fucking 8 generals. She's like, "I don't want anything to do with it. I just keep the
They don't
barrier
even have
up."
a bounty on me. I just keep up the fortress.
Yeah. I think it's so funny, if, like the dynamic between Aqua
And Wiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just
cute.
like, yeah, I
You
can't have
can't
a-
even make a good cup of tea. And she's like, "I'm so sorry, Lady Aqua," because she gets so flustered
I know.
around her.
Anytime
So
she
cute.
touches her, she's just trying to kill her.
She's like, "I'm disappearing, please." It's just so cute.
I don't know if this is rude, but I can kind of see through you right now.
I'm trying to think of like other bits.
This isn't a
The,
bit, but
I love the screaming faces.
Oh,
that they
yeah.
do. Those are
Or
so
the,
good.
like-
or the thumbs up. That's also a really good one.
Or the like disgust faces,
Yeah.
or the pouty faces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is a bit, but their like winter attire was so cute
Mm-hmm.
when they went out into like the fields to get the like fluffy snow bunny things.
Darkness is just wearing less clothes than she
Yeah, which is
usually
really
wears.
funny.
Yeah.
And
Looking
Cosmo
Aqua's
gets his
neck.
fucking head cut off.
Sure does. But I really liked Megumin's little like pullover cape
Yeah, her
thing. It
little
was
poncho.
so cute.
They have pop-up parades of all of those. The winter
how
outfits.
cute. Yeah, the winter
She
outfits.
also hasn't met Chomosuke.
Oh,
Sorry. I played myself is really what happened.
you
You really did, because then now
Yeah.
season 3 is coming out. You could have
Well,
just.
that's the whole reason I just went straight into it, so I could start watching season 3. So I was like, well, I'm here, so
Yeah.
I might
I'm
as
just
well.
foolish.
Yeah.
You are. Especially because it's so quick of a watch.
Yeah.
I was thinking, why not do such a quick watch?
And
Well,
yet
we
both of
suggested
us
it,
were
yeah.
like, yeah.
We're like,
to be
we
fair,
could-
I get why, because we had recorded the episodes prior to, and you did say that was part of your factor, but I was like, I could change that.
True.
But
Be fixed.
but it's too late now.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just have to. Your next pick will have to be season 2.
Season 2 is my next pick.
But yeah, it's just like there's the amount of bits in my hatred for Aqua, in how her crying out in anything that makes her sad or scared is my joy.
You're so mean.
Aqua sucks.
I love her.
I love her too.
Is she your top?
No, I think Megumin is my top, and then Aqua, and then
Megumin
Darkness.
supremacy.
Union.
She doesn't know Union exists.
She's so cute. I love her.
The prequel thing, the Megumin story, was also good.
I only watched like 2 episodes of that. I didn't finish it.
I'm surprised since it heavily features Union also.
I know. I just like didn't
Fair enough.
finish. Like it was while it was coming out. So like I think I watched 2 like while it was coming out, and then like.
Well,
I
technically,
didn't.
also you have to watch the movie before 3.
Okay.
I don't know if you watched the movie before or not.
I didn't.
Oh, yeah,
But I haven't started 3 yet,
alright,
so
you
it's
have
okay.
yeah, because the movie is like season 3,
Okay.
and it's,
Noted.
it's another
I'll
arc.
watch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so note to you also.
Okay.
You have to watch the movie before season 3, which I am kind of a fan of that trend of like movie as an arc and then just arc.
And then like
Actual season
Well,
of
so
anime.
is it like its own arc, or is it?
It was
doing
literally
the
just
thing
like the
of-
next part of the story in the light novel.
Yeah, but like, is it an arc, or is it doing like Demon Slayer like arc and then like longer like arc?
No.
like
The
moving
show
trailer.
takes place after the movie. It's not like
Okay,
the
that's
movie again.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, no. Like the movie is ostensibly season 3.
Okay.
And then season 3 is what would be season 4.
Well, they shouldn't have named it like that.
Well, I
That's
mean,
fucking
no, because
dumb.
it's season 3. Like it's just an arc because they didn't think they were making more of the show.
Okay.
Because the mangaka was like, no more show. And they were like, why? You're making so much money. And he's like, I want people to read my light novel. And then he probably wasn't getting as much money and went, okay, season 3.
I hate when they do that.
I mean, I kind of get it, but like,
because I know that this is based off of a light novel, but like, how popular are light novels versus like
Not
the
that
anime?
popular.
I mean, here less so. In Japan,
Probably very popular.
yeah.
there.
I mean, they're probably just as popular as manga because light novels get adapted quite frequently.
It's
So.
probably much more accessible in Japan.
Yeah, I mean, they're also here. It's just I have no desire to read. I'd rather look at a picture.
I'm
That's fair.
illiterate, so I'm just not gonna
Yeah.
bother. So.
The pictures get me through the words.
Yeah.
I don't need the words if there's pictures involved.
Exactly. So I'm just not gonna. It's not for me. So I'm just gonna wait for them to either release an anime or whoops.
Or whoops.
There's nothing left.
Weren't you gonna read the Quince manga?
I was reading it, and then I just
Did it get too
stopped.
wordy? Were you
No,
just like, oh,
I just it's
labor
I think it's,
intensive.
The tab's still open on my phone, and I actually own it, like the physical copies. I don't have all of it. Like I just
I was gonna say, what excuse do you have?
I just haven't cracked them open. That's it.
Jesus Christ!
She has a collection. It's just collecting
I don't
dust.
have to, no, I don't have.
At least
all
all
of
the
them.
manga I
I think
own,
I only
I've
have up
read
to
through.
6.
Same.
I think I only have up until 6.
To be fair, that wasn't necessarily true for Rosario Vampire for a bit, but I was like on and off reading that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Anyway,
Actually, I read past 6, so I don't even need to crack those open. So there's no point unless I just want to look at it in physical like person. But I read past that, so it's fine.
I did
Yeah.
buy because Trigun's manga is getting a new release by Dark Horse Comics, and I did buy those, and I haven't finished Trigun yet, but I was like, I've been reading it on like a shitty like
I know
high
what you mean.
seas
I know what you mean.
thing because it's not really available to read anywhere without like paying for each thing, and I was like, I
Yeah,
knew
because it's only available through like Viz Media, right?
Yeah, and I knew that this was coming out by the time I started reading it. And it's coming out at the end of this year. I think they announced it like last year. And so then I was like, I'm in the middle of reading it, and I was like, you know what? I'll just wait for the physicals so now like I can pre-order them. So I pre-ordered them. I'm just gonna start reading it when they fucking get here. They also look really nice. But yeah, manga's fun. My Hero Academia going so hard right now. It's also really pretty. Usually mangas are much prettier than like much more detailed might be the word.
Yeah.
Than anime.
It's just a different medium. You can do a lot more in certain aspects than
Looking
you
at-
could in animation.
Plus, the cool thing about it too is like looking at Horikoshi's art evolve over like, I mean, any mangaka really, but like, because one of the first that I started actually like reading when it was like coming out was My Hero. Although I started like later into it, but even still, like looking at chapter or volume 1 or chapter 1 to chapter 408 now. Wildly different. His art is awesome. He should do a horror manga next. His art's so good. But anyway, Konosuba.
I was gonna say,
It's like we're very off topic right now.
Yeah.
slight tangent.
I'm going like blind over here. I think I have like an eyelash in my fucking eye or something.
Have you thought about not?
Yeah.
Don't.
Just the point.
I'm trying here. It's just not fucking working.
I think what's like the first mission they go on with the cabbages?
Well, technically the first is the frogs.
Yeah.
Oh yes, frogs first, then the cabbages.
And then they get
Yeah.
Megumin, and then they do the frogs again.
yeah.
And then both of them get eaten.
Yeah.
Because that's when he learns that she can't do anything else after
yeah.
explosion.
After the one explosion, done for.
Yeah.
And then the next... No, I think they go on one more before the cabbages, no? Because darkness is there for the cabbages. Don't they go on one more mission before that?
I don't think so.
No?
That's pretty quick pace.
But yeah, like the cabbages where Cosmo fucking rakes it in with steel.
Yeah.
He made so much money. And Aqua didn't make enough because she got lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where?
What do you mean? Look how much I got. I'm pretty sure all of that is lettuce.
And
Where
that
did the
doesn't
lettuce
cost
come
as
from?
much.
It's not as profitable.
It's like, Cosma, how much did you make? Please, I bet these men so much money. I'm in debt and they're going to kill me. And he's like, well, sounds like your problem. I'm going to go buy a house and move out and see ya.
She says that she's gonna tell everybody. Like,
Well, when you act like you have your stomach's bother you. And he's like, okay.
everybody's just out here just exploiting it.
Also, them in that
But the great
barn
yeah.
on like the hay, and then every time they argue, whoever like owns it is like, "What'd you do? Shut up!"
They're just like, I'm sorry.
Because all adventurers live in that barn, apparently, because they make so little money. There's also a great bit in the OVA with that, though,
Oh, sorry.
at the end of it.
I can't believe you didn't watch it.
Sorry.
I want to talk
Fucking
about it.
Netflix. But yeah, and I'm trying to think, like, what other great moments there are of just like, oh, well, I guess now, like, in specifics with when he's in the succubus place, and literally every time it cuts to him talking to the girl, and he's just like asking worse and worse questions, and he's like, is there an age limit on these?
I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, and then like every time it cuts to a wide, it's new hot succubuses in different poses, not moving, just still images of hot ladies posing, and then it goes back to him, black to wide, different set of hot ladies. And the amount of just giant tits in this show.
Holy shit. I didn't realize like how horny this show was. Outside of like, I knew Darkness was horny, like before I
No.
watched it.
The whole show.
But I didn't realize the whole show was going to be so horny. So I think I was watching like the first episode and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? But then you get used to it and you're like, okay, I'm fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, like, it's weird that it's so horny, yet when it like gets to like it feels like it almost tames itself when it gets to max horny. Where
Yeah.
like it like when even if the character's naked, you're like, somehow this is less horny than like when they have clothes on. And I don't know how.
I think it's
But
just,
it is.
It's like the shots that they choose
Yeah.
and how they choose to like frame them, because in the like more clothes shots it'll be like, okay, they're wearing clothes but the main focus is someone's ass.
Right. Because like and Aqua's always just ass shots.
Yeah.
And it's like she's definitely not wearing anything.
Yeah.
But it's just like that, like, in the skirt is like halfway up her ass, and then it's
Always.
also see-through.
Yes.
So it's like you're basically getting full ass of Aqua at all times.
Yeah.
But like when Darkness is like basically fully naked except for the towel that she's holding in front of her when he thinks he's having that dream.
Oh my god.
And it's like somehow less horny than when she's like wearing like her skin tight dress, suit, whatever the
yeah.
fuck.
I don't know. That bath scene's pretty bad. I think that's the most uncomfortable it was with the entire show.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is not great. But the fact
Like,
that
I
like
definitely physically cringed, and I was like, please make it
the
stop.
fact that he multiple times says, "Oh, it's just a dream," so whatever, and she doesn't say anything.
I know. I
Yeah.
kept like when I was watching, I was like, girl, just fucking deck him something.
Yeah.
Like, she even mentions once, she's like, "What do you mean a dream?" And it's like, clearly he doesn't think this is real, lady.
Yeah.
He said this is a dream like 4 times.
Yeah.
Like, and she was gonna follow through with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because she was just into being degraded.
Oh,
I guess so.
It was doing it for her, even though it wasn't like, it was like
It didn't
she was
look like,
battling her
yeah,
like
it didn't look like it was like doing it for her though.
her masochism was like hitting but not hitting.
Yeah.
It was hitting, but also her like working part of her brain was like, no. We can't be doing this.
Yeah.
The logical part of her brain, rather.
Which is very limited.
It is.
The bit when she's fighting the fucking Doulahan and he's like, finally, yes, and like they're doing the strikes and she keeps missing, and then they do the big like slash and she cuts through 2 rocks but not him.
Yeah.
And he's like,
God.
"Oh, you suck."
Yeah.
He's like, that was further away from you than I am.
Yeah.
And then he's just beating the shit out of her, and she's just like, "Oh yes, you're gonna violate me, you filthy
He's like,
thing."
why are you making
And
it
he's
sound like
Why
that?
are you making it weird? I'm trying to kill you. I'm not trying to make it weird. And all the people are like, he's gonna violate her. He's like, no, I'm
He's
just.
like, wow, how indecent.
Yeah.
She makes everyone she fights feel like they're the ones in the wrong.
They're the problem.
And they just want to kill her. And then she's like, yeah, you're gonna violate me.
He's like, I'm just trying to have an honest duel out here. So uncomfortable. He doesn't know how to act.
Or it's just like every undead being attracted to Aqua because she's a goddess, and they're like, maybe they want her to like free them and finally put them to rest.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just screaming as she's running around. Yeah.
I love that they're like chasing her, and then because she doesn't know what to do, she's like, oh, maybe if Cosmo, you have answers, let's go. He's like, no, don't follow me. I don't want to get chased.
Yeah. It's like, I'll buy you dinner if you like run the other way. And she's like, no, I'll buy you dinner if
I'll
you
buy
help.
you dinner.
Yeah.
And again, she's the best when she's just being the worst. Because again, like when she's in the cage, just sitting in the water, and she's like, "Yeah, it's fine. Can I get out of here now?" And they're like, "Nope, you gotta wait." And then the alligators or whatever finally start attacking, and they're like, "What? She just thought that her fucking ass was gonna solve the
You
pure
know, if
problem."
you just sit in there long enough, it would purify.
Yeah,
At
she's
least
just
not
screaming.
doing something.
Purify. And she's like, and he's like, now she put out the fire under her. Just screaming in the background as they're just eating lunch or whatever in the background. Like, nope, you got it. Don't worry about it.
Like, we decided to give you all of the reward. Like, don't worry. We thought it wouldn't be fair if we took any of it. You really did all
Yeah,
of
You
the
really deserve it this
Now
time.
you can come out of the cage and stop singing the song.
She's like, no, this is the only
This is
place.
where I live now.
This is the only place that's safe.
And
The
when-
world is so big. Like,
When fucking what's his face rips open the bars, and then Darkness is like, "Hey, she didn't say you could go open those bars. She wants to be in there."
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, my friend didn't give you permission to free her. And then Cosmo just wrecks his shit by cheating. But like, to be fair, what's his face sucked.
Oh, also, it just reminded me of this when they were having that like crab and liquor, and he was like, "Ooh, I want to try some." Wait, no, I can't get drunk tonight. I have to have my dream. And then he's having that internal battle like the entire dinner.
yeah, he's like,
So stupid.
you know, my friendship with my friends, and like, should I do this is so much more important. He's like, well, I'm going to bed. It's like, he just
gets up and leaves.
Yeah, he just decides that the dream is just
Yeah,
like
more
way
important.
Yeah, just like, nope, I'm going to bed. See you guys later.
I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like other things. The music's also kind of great. I think the music, like, especially
I like the intro a lot.
the intro. I think this season 2's intro though is better. Season 2 is
No,
iconic.
I think I like season 1's intro better.
Really? I at the very least like the visuals of 1 because of the dance.
No, I think
Or is that the outro?
isn't that the intro in season 2? The dance?
That's what I'm talking about.
You said season 1.
No. Like, oh, all right. Well, I meant 2.
Yeah, I like the
Maybe that's
dance.
why I like it more.
Yeah, I do like the dance in season 2.
Because they all
I use that GIF a lot.
Yeah, that gift is great. But yeah, again, I think the effects anytime Megumin does her fucking explosion like is always top notch.
I really like the one where they Megumin and Wiz do it together, and it's like this extremely over the top like animation for it, and then afterwards Megumin, like after her face plant, she's like, "I'll never be as strong. I'll never be as strong as her."
But then when they're trying to swap powers, and she's like, and he's like, "All right, well, you know, Aqua's like, tell me when you're done, Megumin," and she's just like, "No, keep going. It's almost enough.
Yeah.
It's almost there."
Yeah.
She's like, "It's gonna be the greatest spell ever," and she refuses to ever learn anything else.
Oh no, I can only use one spell.
Yeah, like everything else is beneath it.
Yeah, what's the point if this is the best one?
And Wiz can still stand after using it.
Yeah, and can do other spells.
Yep. And, maybe we'll get there one day. Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably never.
Oh, explosion only.
Explosion only.
That's loyalty right there.
That is
Dedication.
Yeah.
Dedication to her craft.
Yeah,
really
like
is.
Darkness will never learn how to hit anything.
Oh my! I think that's so funny. Like she's a crusader, literally cannot land a single blow.
No,
But
Cosmo's,
she's so strong that she could just break like through those rocks.
Yeah.
But she just can't hit it.
Cosmo's basically the only one that can do anything.
More.
I mean, Aqua can. They're just very...
She's just an idiot.
Yeah.
She can only do something when he tells her to.
Exactly. She's
Also,
just-
when she's
not
like,
the brains of the
Are
operation.
you
but
guys
she can do
seriously
things.
having a water fight right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like,
She's like,
without.
I can flood this. Into
Yeah.
it.
He's like, great, do it.
Yeah, and then they have to just fucking pay it all back.
Yeah, and like when she hits him with the purify, and she's like, and he's just like, oh god, my eyes, and she's like, oh, it didn't work, and he's like, I don't know, did you not hear him go, my eyes? Clearly, it's doing
It
something.
seemed like it was useful to me.
And she does it again. And she's like, yeah, it doesn't seem to be working. He's like, I don't know. Again, are you
You saw
missing?
him
what
rolling
he's-
around on the ground or
Yeah.
what?
Like clearly, it hurts him. Or when he steals the Dualhan's head, he's like, hey guys, want to learn about soccer?
Oh my god. I like that that's how they take him out. It's something so stupid.
Just
They're
throws
like,
the head
"He's
up
weak
and
now."
steals it, and he's like, oh no. It's so great. I don't know. Like I feel like we're just
when his helmet turns into the eye, the only thing I could think of was Lord of the Rings. Like that Eye of Sauron.
oh yeah
I don't know why. That was the only thing in my mind. I was like, it looks literally exactly like that.
yeah. I'm trying to think like what else to mention.
I think the problem is that this show is
it's just bits.
it's
Yeah.
just bits. Like there's literally no plot progression. It's just like
I mean, they defeat a general and bring
they
down
do.
the
They-
fortress,
It's true, they do. But in terms
and they
of,
get a house.
and they do get a house. Very important.
But isn't that house the one that they blow up? Is that not the one they blow up?
No, they blow up the guy's castle.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, they blow up the king's castle
Oh.
or ranch home, whatever. I don't think it's the castle. I think it's like his
like vacay spot.
Oh, okay.
or it's just his regular house. Like he doesn't live in the. I don't know. He blows up something with the king.
Yeah, but their house that they get for like exercising the ghosts in it.
Oh.
They don't blow that up.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
I guess they just look similar. So
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't
either.
know. When they showed the clip, I thought it just looked like their house, and I was like, "Wow."
No,
that's
the house
shitty
is
luck.
like massive.
So I thought that they blew up that one. So I was like, "Damn, sucks."
No, because then they're in it later that episode.
Are they?
Yeah, once they
And
get
they're
the
in it
house,
in the
they always
OVA.
go back to it.
No, when the fortress is.
Yeah, I know. But then they're also in it in the OVA, which is like the
Well,
next
that's
day.
why I was confused. But also, and you're not going to understand this, but when they talk, this is partially for season 2. They talk about meeting Yun, and then they're back, and they're just like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "This is Yun." They like introduce her twice,
Yeah, because they forgot because Union's not memorable.
but like this is so.
Isn't that the bit? Isn't that literally the bit?
No, but it wasn't the bit because there is the bit, and then she literally goes like, she yells at them, being like, "You know who I am," and like that's the bit of them, like that's
Yeah.
supposed to be the bit. If she's yelling, being like, you know who I am, that's the bit.
Right.
It wasn't that. It was them literally just like introducing her twice. So I just thought weird that, because I also didn't know that that was an OVA. So like it was just weird to me in general. So yes, they were in the house, but it was weird anyways.
Well,
I don't know.
It was weird
No,
because
no,
of
ma-
continuity.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
because in
So-
season 2 they reintroduce her.
Yeah.
Huh. I thought it was because they forgot who she was, and then she has
But
to.
it makes so much more sense that that's an OVA.
Well, it came out
because-
first.
No, I know, but it's separate because you don't have to watch that. Like Netflix doesn't even have it, so it makes sense for in season 2 for them to introduce her because you don't even have to watch that episode. So they kind of have to introduce her.
It's a great episode.
It is a great episode, but that makes so much more sense to me now why they introduced her again in season 2. Because I watched these all in a row because I'm pretty sure it just played in a row. Like
I mean, it is. The only reason why I knew it was is because of the list.
Oh, like I don't even think I had to do anything. I'm pretty sure Crunchyroll just literally
like
just
auto played it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just kept playing.
Yeah, it does. It literally is labeled as episode 11.
So like I didn't even know that like there was a difference, and like that's why I'm like blurry where anything even like was, and I was like, why do they keep introducing her? I was like, what's happening? But that makes so much more sense of like why they do that. But then, so with the house thing and them being there again, I was just like, I don't care. I don't care why they're there. Like it doesn't.
Like stop it.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me like what they blow up and what they don't, because they like fix things and like, I was just like, it doesn't. It's a bit show. Like it doesn't.
Their repair bills are constantly through the roof.
Yeah, so it's just like it doesn't.
Also,
matter.
I love that Darkness is just rich.
Yeah, right.
But she's like, no, I just wanted to be a normal girl.
Yeah.
I wanted to get my honor through fighting.
La Latina.
Yeah.
Don't call me that. So good.
It's just a long pause where she's like, okay. La Latina. She just flips on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could
do
final thoughts.
Yeah.
We are at the last 10 minutes. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said at the beginning, I thought it was great. I liked the show a lot when I like first saw it, but I liked it even more when I rewatched it, because I haven't seen it in 3-4 years, so I thought it was really good. I originally rated it an 8, but I went back and I changed it to a 9 because I was curious what I rated it, and I was like, only an 8? I was like, that is wrong.
Well, maybe because you like understand the tropes better now.
Yeah, I guess so. And so I decided, I was just like, that's not good enough. So I changed it and I rated a 9. I obviously would recommend it. I think it's great. One of my friends doesn't like Konosuba, and like literally
they hate fun.
Yeah, how dare
Are they like Michael?
Yeah. While I was watching it, I literally like messaged them being like, "What's wrong with you? Like, why don't you like Konosuba?
How dare you?"
Yeah. Because they don't like Cosmo or Aqua, and they don't like the interactions between Cosmo and Aqua. And I was like,
how do they feel being wrong?
And I was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, their interactions are so good. Like, I was like, I actually really like their friendship and like their dynamic. Like, it's so good.
I don't know if I'd call any of them friends.
They totally
have good dynamics.
They totally are, and with like
they are, but they aren't.
He was really.
They are only when it becomes like when someone's about to die.
There
No, he was really debating
moments.
what is more important, this fun time I'm having with my friends or my wet dream later on.
He
was really debating.
He could have gone back to Japan, and he was sad. He was sad.
I would have went back.
And he didn't, though.
I like that he's like, no, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go back and to finish my quest. And then he gets there, he's like, I totally should have gone back to Japan.
Yeah.
Also, when
she was sad for me.
When it goes to the pan, they're like, oh, yeah, you got fucked up. And it's just a fucking mass of blood on the snow. And he's like, oh, Jesus Christ. And they're like, what? He was like, what happened? They're like, yeah, he decapitated you.
What was he called?
The Snow Shogun or whatever. The
Winter
Snow
Shogun?
Yeah, the Winter Shogun. And it's just because some Japanese dude was there.
The Winter Shogun is generous. And then she's just like letting the jar open. She's just like, beg for his forgiveness.
Put down your weapon or else he thinks you're a threat.
It's just so cute. It's just
and then she just keeps one of them.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm going to put him in as a refrigerator.
No,
and
I
he's
already
like,
gave him a name.
Yeah. So cute. It's just so good. But yeah, 9, and obviously I recommend it.
Now I'm thinking about my score. It's great. The bits are never ending. And I quote, me and Colin quote like Konosuba all the time. And I mean like Megami Supremacy. And it only gets better. So like absolutely, like just go watch it. I also originally gave it an 8.
Not good enough.
I think I am gonna up it to a 9.
Yes.
Now I'm also curious because my season 2 is also an 8.
Not good enough.
So now I'm also curious if I'd up it. Because the movie's a 9, but everything else was an 8. Because the movie is awesome. But yeah, I think it's a 9. Obviously, definitely recommend. It's just absurdly fun. And everything following it is also great. So it's just like a great franchise to enjoy. And once you watch season 2, you can have access to the knowledge of the GIF of all of them dancing.
And
also
the thumbs up.
Yeah.
All
And also
of them doing that.
And also Chimosuke.
Yes.
Chimosuke. So yeah,
You've probably seen it. Her little cat.
like a little demon.
Oh, maybe.
Little demon cat.
Yeah,
Probably I
you've
have,
seen
but
it.
yeah.
But yeah, so 9, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I think I would also give it a 9. It's just
Let's
such a
go
fun
all
experience. Yeah,
around.
9 across the board.
Yay.
It's just such a fun watch, and I think this is comedy in general, not even like comedy in anime, because I feel like sometimes, especially in anime, comedy falls a little flat because comedy is so much about the writing standpoint of it as opposed to like visuals and stuff like that.
They definitely have both.
Yeah, they do both
Look at that
really
little-
well.
look at
Oh
that
yeah, I've
little
seen
man.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they do
I want that plushie. That's so cute.
comedy so well to the point where like I think a really good comedy is when they throw like a bunch of jokes, but you remember like 90% of them.
Yeah.
Because so many of them hit.
Oh my God.
Chimosuke.
But yeah, definitely a 9. I think this was just such a fun watch. Really good, especially if you don't want to watch something like serious. If you just watch something really serious and you're like, well, I gotta like lighten my load here.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a really fun time. I would definitely recommend it. I feel like I need to go watch all the other available content now.
Yeah, it was definitely a good like palate cleanser.
Yeah,
after
great
One
palate
Piece,
cleanser.
Especially because like I had to
2 9s in a row from Kat.
I had
Yeah.
to I had to binge all of that like right when
Pretty
I got back
quick,
from
yeah.
Japan. So like doing all of that and then to
It's a great
rewatch Konosuba.
It's really nice to like watch to turn your brain off
Mm-hmm.
because it's not plot heavy at all. So like you're just hearing really funny bits and seeing funny stuff happen on screen, and then when they decide like, oh hey, we still have like X amount of budget left in our episode, let's just blow it on one scene.
yeah.
Which, like, the movie's the same way. The movie is, we got way more budget. We're going to blow it on one thing.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, them doing that is basically how the characters act too. They just blow all their money on stupid shit.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
one
That's why
meal.
they're
They're like, don't
one
worry.
meal. That's why they're
Yeah, they're
constantly
like, don't
broke.
worry. We could just go on another
Yeah,
adventure.
there's always
It's
another
fine.
quest.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, why did you guys order this much food?
Yeah, and they're like, Kazuma, can you actually pick up the tab for this? We're like, we don't have any money.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay.
But yeah, really good experience overall. Really enjoyed it.
Yay.
9s across the board.
Let's go.
I think is that the best rating we've given a show?
Overall,
Yeah.
I think from each one of us, probably yes. Like if we're
For
all 9,
like everybody, yeah.
yeah.
Is it the highest across the board?
Maybe
we've-
not.
we've
I
done
feel like
a-
Mushishi
across the
No,
board.
because Kat hated Mushishi.
No,
Oh,
but listen to what I'm saying. Because it was 10s for everybody else.
Did everybody give it 10s but me?
Yeah, because you have poor taste in high quality
That shit
goods.
was boring.
You're wrong. Everyone else disagreed with you.
It's such a good,
Shit
quiet
was
story.
So fucking boring. Yeah, quiet and boring.
Let's see. One Piece collectively was a 9.
Oh yeah, that's true. It was also
Um,
9s. Because I think each one of us did 9 for that as well.
Anohana is a 9.3, but
Ooh.
Kat gave it an 8. So it's not. It was 10, 8, 10.
How does it feel to be wrong?
That was cute. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, but an 8?
8's not a bad score.
It's
Okay.
not, but it's Anohana.
Jujutsu Kaisen, the season was all 9s.
Season 1?
Yeah, not the movie.
Oh, okay. What was the movie?
8.3 collectively.
Gotcha.
Oh, because I gave it a 9.
Yeah, and me and Sage gave it an 8.
I liked that movie.
So Jujutsu Kaisen season 1, we all gave 9s.
Yeah.
So there's been one matching.
I think so. I think that's the only one that's matching. But the highest is Anohana, I believe. I don't think anything's ever been higher than that. Oh, nope. Kaguya-sama Loves War. 9.4.
That's fair.
Right,
That's fair.
right? The other one was 9.3, I said?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, 9.4.
What
But we also have more people.
What are the scores?
9, 9, 10, 10, 9.
Wow, it's pretty good.
I mean, I would still count that even though we have more people, because even if you lessened the people, I think it would still
Be
At
kind
the
of
very
equivalent.
least, that is a 9, 9, and a 10.
I was about to say.
So
if
it would still be higher than Anohana because she did 8 for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, if you just minus the people who are no longer here,
Yeah.
then what is it?
Yep. That was the second one. And that was the highest we've ever rated
LOL.
something.
Well, I guess it's
next to-
just
yeah.
a good show, so.
It
Yeah.
was a good show.
Damn, Flip Flappers. Fucking 6.6. You people are wrong.
It's just not as excellent as you think it is. I'm
Still
sorry.
listen to that song though. It's a good song.
It is.
It's a good song.
Anyway, that's it for this episode of the
Anime
thing.
Club.
So here's the group rating. And that means, Kat,
Yeah.
we
so-
have our next show.
So bringing it back to the beginning, since you were talking about the beginning,
Okay.
I'm picking Fruits Basket Season 2.
Oh, cool.
God
I never got
fucking
around to
damn
that
it.
anyway, so.
Which was my first pick ever on here.
Oh, it sure was. Do I need to rewatch
So
season 1 because I have no memory of
3
it?
years ago.
You know what's weird
No,
is
we're doing
I
that.
love Orin High School Host Club, and
That
even though
was-
Fruits Basket
that
is
was
the
the-
same genre, I can't
That
get
was the-
invested in Fruits Basket.
That was my other thing that I was like maybe gonna pick. 'cause
Oh, you
I was,
should have
I,
done it.
but
I
think-
love Orin High School
I
Host
think Mike
Club.
has seen it, so we've
I
all
have.
seen. Yeah, so we've all seen it. So if I'm actually rewatching that right now, so we could just do an episode on it if
Oh, we
everybody just
should.
wants to like
I'll
casually
rewatch it for
it.
sure. I'd
And,
love
like,
I
just
probably
do an
won't rewatch
episode.
it, but I'm sure when you guys start talking,
Okay.
I'll remember
Yeah.
it.
Because
So.
I kept getting like TikToks being like funny moments, and I was like, I want to rewatch
Yeah.
it. And then I was thinking, I was like, should I? Because I was trying to
Maybe I
figure out
Mori
what
Senpai,
to, like,
best boy.
I was trying to. Hori Senpai, he was supposed to win. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
He was supposed to win, and then
Who,
I mean,
who
Is
will
Hori
Honey have?
the friend?
Mori Senpai, he's like the tall one, and Honey Senpai is
Oh,
they're,
he's the one that takes
always
place of. He takes care of Honey Senpai.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's the best boy.
He was supposed to win.
Don't quote me in case I'm wrong. I did not read this for myself, but like people said, like, so when I was on,
But I feel
our
like
host
they
club-
wouldn't be a good match.
Well, so supposedly, like, this is what it was supposed to be, and that's what it was supposed to be. But then people, like,
They would have thrown a fit.
exactly, and
There
that's
would've been
why
riots in the
That's
streets.
why it was
Again, this
changed.
is why I think mangakas should stick to their plans, regardless of what happens.
But we'll look it up if we actually
Goes
do
to
that
Quince
episode.
Guy too.
If we do that episode, we'll look it up
Yeah.
before to like
so we can know for sure.
fact check that if
Yeah.
that's actually
So-
supposed to be right.
For the
But-
reference of Fruits Basket's original, that was an 8, an 8, and a 9.
Okay, so I enjoyed it at least.
So
Yeah.
we'll find out how
If I
season 2
remember
stacks
correctly,
up.
I don't think I hated watching it. I just can't get invested in Toru because I
So-
don't care about her.
She's kind of a doormat, but she's sweet.
I think that's what it is. She brings it down,
Yeah.
and she's the main
But
character.
the drama is just so good that it's like you're invested in the show, you know?
yeah, I'm
Like,
invested in the
exactly.
show.
Like it's
just not her.
So
I
like,
don't want her to
The
succeed.
only thing is, I feel like you should just try and find like a recap video of
I
season
think I'll do
1.
that, yeah.
Because it's 25 episodes for season 2, and I'm pretty
Wait, is
sure
season 1 25 episodes?
I think
too?
it is, and that's why I'm like, you're
Oh,
not
that's
gonna,
too much.
I was like, you're not gonna want to rewatch season 1 to watch season
Right,
2.
right.
So you should just try and find someone
I'll find a
recapping it, and
recap.
it'll come back.
Yeah,
to you.
it'll come back to
Yeah,
me.
so you definitely shouldn't.
Because I haven't watched it since
'Cause
that first season 1 viewing
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So you know,
Literally, I was gonna say we posted that video was posted December 22nd, 2021.
Damn.
So, been a minute.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah. So, all right, Fruits Basket season 2. By the way, we both did give Mushishi a 10. She gave it a fucking 6.
I knew we both gave it a 10 because we have certified good taste.
Because I was looking at the group
6?
average because it was an 8.8.
6 is good or is 6 fine?
No, 6 is
5,
fine.
I think, is fine.
No,
Or
no.
is
7 is good. 8 is very good. 9 is great. 10
So
is
6 is
masterpiece. So
fine.
6
Right.
is fine, and 5 is average.
Oh, okay.
6 is fine. It was
So many things I watch probably are more like 5s and 6s, but like you're just like, that's good, and then you're like, anyway.
anyways.
Like my average is definitely 7.
I agree. Mine is probably a 7. Unless something's actively bad, I won't rate it lower than probably a 6.
Yeah, like I never really go low all that much. But anyway, so yeah, Fruits Basket season 2. Isn't there? There's 3 seasons, right?
4.
4. Yeah.
In
It'll
3
only
years,
take
I
us
can
3
watch
years
season
to get to
3.
I was about to
three.
say it'll only take us 10 years to finish
to
it.
get through it.
Yeah, I was just apparently
I did mean to continue it, so maybe I'll just commit.
there's like a stir that they might make a spin-off anime. There is a spin-off manga, I'm pretty sure, about all of their kids.
Oh, they pulled an Inuyasha.
Spoilers.
How is it? I didn't say who has kids with who.
She
People
didn't-
have kids. Spoilers.
Okay, sorry.
But
But-
Inuyasha, yeah. It's gonna be bad. The Inuyasha people have kids. Spoilers. Random kids have nothing to do with anybody.
Because I saw like artwork, like official artwork of like all of the
like
kids.
concept art.
Yeah, and then I was looking below at like what people were saying, and then they were talking about like about the manga, and then people were talking about like, oh, I hope this actually ends up getting turned into an anime. So
Gotcha.
maybe
Gotcha.
we'll get turned into anime. Don't know though, but I mean that probably wouldn't be for like 2 years if it did end up getting turned
Right.
into an anime, but perhaps.
Maybe.
Who's to say?
We'll get there in like 20 years.
Yeah.
All right. So thanks for watching this week's episode of the Vaguely Anime Podcast. You have 5 weeks now to watch Fruits Basket Season 2. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave a review, follow. Let us know what you thought on our opinions on this show and that we are correct. Who's your best girl? And why is it Megumi and why is Aqua the worst?
Nice.
And don't forget to check out Cat the Moonstar on Twitch. And make sure to comment in her chat that her
Union's
friend
the
that
best.
thinks Aqua is the best is wrong.
No,
You don't have to specify, just that. Yeah.
it's actually his birthday today.
All right. Hey, this comes out in 5 weeks. But
Well,
like,
it's his birthday today, not when this episode
so
comes out.
in 5 weeks when Cat is streaming, make sure to go into the chat and just say Aqua sucks.
No.
That's all you need to
She
do.
doesn't.
Be a great birthday gift. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. Yeah, see you guys next week for what? Well, for our 3-year anniversary.
Which may or may not have party hats.
Yeah, which may or may not
We'll
have
see.
party hats.
You'll have to come to see.
Schrodinger's party cat. Party
Or-
cat, party hat.
I guess for audio listeners, we'll just tell you
Yeah.
if we have them or not. Or we'll just gaslight you and tell you we do have them.
Only the video people will know.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys next week for our 3-year anniversary, of which we'll probably still talk about some random bullshit, but we'll maybe have party hats.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.